I wish I wasn't in this predicament because I'm really the only person that uses this room, and I happen to be black and gay, so everyone blames me for everything.
What? He always says that.
I never blamed him for anything either.
I happen to be black and gay. First off, your mom's black, so it's not a coincidence. Happen to sounds coincidental.
Okay. Well, it's just, it was funny.
First of all, I would think that you would be resolute in the knowledge that there aren't enough people here anymore for anyone to blame you for anything. If there was anyone to blame, that thing would have been fixed.
I'm just saying, if there was if there was more people around here, there would be more people that could possibly take the blame. But if nothing changed and one day you can hear me and one day you can't, they would think, oh, Poundcake must have done something. He must have hit something accidentally. But no, I didn't. It's literally this thing.
Now I'm starting to think you did. I wasn't suspicious at all before, but now the way you talk about it, now I really think you are sabotaging your own room.
You think he's trying to distract from the truth?
Yeah.
It's funny because
interesting take.
After the show, I had to record like a spot in here yesterday, and I called Jason. I'm like, Jason, I can't hear. He's like, hit audition on the board. Like, I didn't even get it out of my mouth. I'm like, so...
That's why it has nothing to do with you being black or gay. You just don't know how to work the equipment.
But I swear, like, this board was different than the one I had.
We got white people in this building that don't know how to work the equipment.
Well, when you hit the same buttons, I literally have hit the same maybe 4 buttons my 6-7 years here.
I understand.
I've never had to troubleshoot anything. We had engineers. So
and since it can be anything, you kind of don't know what to troubleshoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Hey, if you'd like to join us, we'd love to have you. Our friend Jason Lawhead is back in town. He's going to be stopping in a little bit later on. He's doing the weekend at Hilarities. He was one of your Alan Cox Show comedy tour. He was the headliner back some years ago.
Yeah.
And he's in town this weekend. If you want to join us live, 216-578-1007, 800-348-1007, 35192 is the number to text. I was clicking around last night. They had a commercial. We've been running. I don't know if we've been running them, actually. They probably run them over on WGAR. But there was a commercial for the Chicks. You know who the Chicks are?
Is that what the Dixie Chicks are now?
Used to be the Dixie Chicks, but they wanted to evolve and change. Why they didn't rename themselves Chicks with Dixie, I don't know. That would have been a great name for that band. But they just call themselves the Chicks, and they're playing end of June out at Blossom, and there was a television commercial. And I don't know, this is a show that I may end up taking my wife to or something, but I don't know very much of their music. I've heard a couple of songs, and they seem to be very talented, but boy, are they cute. That's a cute trio of women. Can I call them cute? There's that Natalie Maines. She's tiny, and she shaved most of her hair off, and man, they're all cute. And they're all kind of damaged, I think. I mean, in interviews and things like that, they talk about how they've had a tough time. And they don't need no man. It's kind of like that thing. So it's all about empowerment, but I don't think they've been on the road for a while. So it's a big deal. So there's a lot of television commercials about it. It's all over online. Like I said, they're probably running commercials down the hall. The Chicks. And indie rock icon Jenny Lewis is going to be opening some of the shows. I don't know if that includes the Blossom thing. You remember Jenny Lewis? She's a big deal back in the day because she was a child actress who became a musician. She fronted a band called Rilo Kiley that a lot of people were into. Jenny Lewis was this like little fresh-faced, Raggedy Ann-looking kid that would pop up on like Different Strokes and Silver Spoons. And, you know, she was this little child actress, and she got older, and she started playing in bands, and I guess she's doing some dates on that the Chicks tour. It's going to come through Blossom.
She's hot.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, she's certainly talented. You know,
maybe not hot, but like she's good looking.
Yeah, and she's, she's a little bit younger than me, too. I have no concept of time, so I guess it stands to reason that if this was a person who was a child actress in shows that I was watching as a child, it would make sense that she would be around my age. But She's out there doing solo stuff, and I don't even know if Rilo Kiley is a band anymore, but I know she's been solo for a while. But that's the best anybody can hope for as a child actor, is to have a second act, to not end up in the gutter. They still call it the gutter? If you fall by the wayside, do they still find you in the gutter?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's still... I think plenty of people would get that correct on Wheel of Fortune.
That's exactly where my brain went.
Yeah.
Another feather in your map. Lost him in the butter. No, I'm sorry. That is not correct. Oh, I'd like to solve. Lost him in the nutter. Oh, I am so sorry. That is not correct.
Lost him in the turd cutter.
No, I'm so
You added a word. You can't do that.
There's no word in there. Yeah. You've got all the U's. So, anyway, apropos of nothing. Alan, did you see there's a new Mountain Dew? Listen, I already told you this. I'm drinking an OG right now, but I've already told you it doesn't rise to the level of being an official New Year's resolution. But I did. I'm getting away for the variance. You know, if people have processed the last couple of years in a variety of ways, and the way that I have processed it is, I have no interest in variants of any kind anymore. And if the COVID variant was kicking out as many as Mountain Dew has, we would all be dead. We'd all be dead, because Mountain Dew kicks out variants non-stop. Some of them last, some of them don't. Apparently there's a new one. And what they've started to do, and this is pretty slick, they've started to do is, there's some of them where you have to go to a specific place to get them. KFC had this like honey, peach, and ginger Mountain Dew. So you had to go to a KFC. They had a pineapple Bahama something. You had to go to like a Family Dollar to get it. And the new one, you got to go to a Buffalo Wild Wings to get it.
Aren't the hard Mountain Dews out now too? Or have those been out?
They're out. I have no interest in those. Zero. But I'll stick with the OG. Now, will I probably at some point this summer find myself at a Buffalo Wild Wings? No. But will I walk in because somebody will text me and go, hey, I work at one at Fairview or whatever, and we got that, it's called Mountain Dew Legend. Not to put too fine a point on it. Legend is what it's called. And it's supposed to taste like blackberry or something like that. I don't know. So if I have to, but as a general rule, from the beginning of this year, I'm done with variants. I don't like the word. I want nothing to do with it.
Any shape or form.
Any shape or form. Now, mind you, that can change at any moment. I can change my mind. And I will keep you apprised of whether or not I've changed my mind.
Thanks for that.
Alan, I just sat through half of a Limp Bizkit song just so I could listen to your show. There is no higher praise. You got that right. Listen. And the second half of any Limp Bizkit song is the best part, because it means you're closer to the end. I like that song.
Yeah, Break Stuff?
Break Stuff.
That's a good one.
Once in a while, you want to hear one of those songs. Just a dumb, heavy song.
If there's another thing that's going to make you want to break stuff, it's this show.
That's right. That lead-in was not accidental. All right, I got a break. If you want to text for something, 35192 to get me there. AlanCoxShow.com. You want to watch. And we will be back after these.
The Alan Cox Show.
On our free iHeartRadio